What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's the big dog named Austin, and we are in week 5 of the NFL. We are through the first month of the season. 4 games up, 13 to go, and we're going to get into our week 5 picks. Thursday night, coming up on Thursday night, you've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. Now, both of these teams are pretty solid teams. They both play in the NFC South, and I think the NFC South is a three-headed race between the Saints, the Buccaneers, and the Falcons. This is at Atlanta, and Atlanta's playing really well with Kirk Cousins. I love the way Tampa Bay's playing with Baker Mayfield, too. This is really tough to pick. I think this is probably one of the better Thursday night games we've had this season, other than the Week 1 game with Baltimore and Kansas City, obviously. I think this will be one of the better Thursday night games we have this season. NFC South clash. It's in Atlanta, man. Ooh, that's tough. That is real tough. Atlanta's favored by 1.5. That's not much. But you know what? Give me Atlanta. Give me the Atlanta Falcons on Thursday night. Now, the Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars take the field in Jacksonville, whatever their stadium is called, I don't know. The Jacksonville Jaguars are actually favored by 3 points. The winless Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence hasn't been playing super awesome. The Colts offense, you don't know what you're going to get. The practice report for this week has not come out yet. This might be a little too early for me to pick this game, but I'm going to go with the Colts. I think that there's a lot of problems with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I know this is a game that I actually picked the Colts to lose this season on my preseason predictions. But the Jaguars, I feel like they've got a lot of problems. And we'll see what the injury report for the Colts is. If Jonathan Taylor plays, then I definitely think the Colts can win. If Jonathan Taylor doesn't play, I might have to reevaluate that. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game, you have the Jets and the Vikings. Last week, the Jets got beat by a team that didn't have more than -7 passing yards in the first half. The Vikings all rolling right now. Sam Darnold, who looks to be the front runner for MVP. The Vikings are 4-0. It's in Minnesota. I'm going to go with the Vikings. The Ravens at the Bengals. Now, the Bengals finally got their first win last week. The Ravens, the Ravens have been battling. The Ravens are a good football team. They look like a good football team. This is in Cincinnati. I don't see Cincinnati winning this game. I think the Baltimore Ravens get after Joe Burrow. Now, this game might be the snoozer of the week. The Miami Dolphins, led by Tyler Huntley, take on the New England Patriots, led by Jacoby Brissett. Both of these teams are 1-3. The Patriots are favored by 1. The Dolphins did not look good on Monday night against the Titans. Give me the Patriots. The Browns at the Commanders. The Browns really, really look bad. I had high hopes for the Cleveland Browns, more specifically because of their defense. And I thought their offense would be halfway decent. I guess I was wrong. And on the other end, the Commanders. Who saw this coming out of Jaden Daniels this early in his career, slinging it? He has had like less than 6 incompletions the last 2 weeks. Give me the Commanders. Give me the Commanders in Washington. They're favored by 3. You give me the Commanders. The Bills at the Texans at 1 o'clock on Sunday. The Buffalo Bills actually favored by 1 in this game. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't root for the Buffalo Bills in this game because any loss for the Texans, Titans, and Jaguars is a good loss for the Colts. This is a very, 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 very close game. I have a really tough time picking this one. It's in Houston. And the Bills coming off of a big blowout loss to the Baltimore Ravens last week. And the Texans coming off a close win against the Jaguars. This is going to come down to who has the ball last, I think. And, man, I have a really tough time picking this game. I'm going to go with the Texans. The Panthers at the Bears. This might be the toilet bowl game of the week. The Panthers, they're 1-3. They won once with Andy Dalton, and now they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bears, on the other hand, they won. They beat the LA Rams. This is in Chicago. Chicago is favored by 3.5. I'm going to go with the Bears. The Panthers suck. The Raiders at the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos got a quality win last week. They beat the Jets 10-9. Maya, you're all right. What do you need? That's my dog, Maya. I'll go with Denver and Denver. The Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the San Francisco 49ers are battling injuries. The Arizona Cardinals aren't very good at football, other than Marvin Harrison Jr. The San Francisco 49ers are 7-point favorites. Give me the 49ers in San Francisco. The Green Bay Packers at the LA Rams. Now, Jordan Love came back last week, did not have a very good first half. It started getting things clicking against Minnesota in the second half, ultimately ended up losing. Now, the Rams, they are banged up, but they still got Matthew Stafford. This game is actually Green Bay favored by 3. I think Green Bay takes this one. Give me the Packers. The New York Giants at the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks, they tried their best to keep close with the Detroit Lions last week, but ultimately couldn't get it done. The New York Giants are not a very good football team. This is in Seattle, home of the 12th man, whatever you call that. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. Now, the Sunday night game is between two teams that know each other very well, the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game is in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh coming off a loss to the Colts. The Dallas Cowboys, they are coming off of a win against the Giants, 20-15. This one, this one's kind of tough. I'm not going to lie. Pittsburgh's favored by 2.5. I like the way Pittsburgh played last week. There's not much of a run game that the Cowboys have. I know they have Ezekiel Elliott. I think the Cowboys can win, but I think the Steelers bounce back. I think the Steelers beat the Cowboys. Now, Monday night, I think we're done with the doubleheaders. We've got the Chiefs hosting the New Orleans Saints. This should be a pretty good game, but I think the Chiefs are going to win. The Chiefs are rolling. And primetime at Kansas City, give me the Chiefs. But that's all I've got. Those are my Week 5 picks. I can't believe we're Week 5 already. I am the big dog named Austin. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. Share to your buddies. Like this video. And as always, go Colts.